childhood traumas make them the adult they are, bro. Like, you can be a 30-year-old killer, but really you just an 8-year-old confused, angry little boy, and you never address that. So now you 30, people assume you should know better, bro. But if you don't heal from them childhood traumas, bro,
Yeah.
it's gonna just show, bro. It's gonna show, bro. If you don't heal from that, it's gonna show, bro. Like,
Yeah.
Especially able. Oh, here we go again. Is that what niggas is calling the short bus kids now? Specially able? Nigga, ninjas are specially abled. Luke Skywalker is specially abled. You niggas is just retarded.
What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscriber died trying. You see the thumbnail. More importantly, you saw the clip. And here's my issue, man. We gotta call out, mental health issues with just you being retarded. That's not you being retarded is not a mental health issue. You being slow and stupid is not a mental health issue. And the reason I say that is because when people talk trauma nowadays, they're overdoing it. And I got to start asking, what was your childhood trauma? Because using some of the things the brother talked about, if you 30 years old and you a killer at 30 and you not like in the military or something, you just out here being a killer, I don't know how you not in jail, but if you made it at 30 and you just walking around being a killer, this ain't Power, man. You not Ghost of Tyreek. This is not a movie character. You be dead, locked up, one or the other. But the idea that hey man, how you take care of yourself as an adult? I'm out here being a killer. I'm a killer. No, like what is wrong with you? You know, y'all y'all on some heavy, heavy drugs. The other thing, the Pooh Shiesty mask. I talked about it prior, but shout out to Ali Sadiq, the comedian. He talked about this in his last Domino Effect. Great comedian, by the way. He got Domino Effect like 1, 2, 3, and 4 on YouTube. Check him out when you get a chance. They all great. But he said, people are playing tough guy because you being tough in places that there's no reason to be tough. And see these Pooh Shiesty masks, y'all wearing these masks at graduations, y'all wearing these masks at proms, y'all wearing these masks at parties. Like y'all just out here trying to look like you trying to rob and kill everybody just at the dumbest occasion, which tells me you're really not that tough. You just scare it in the mug, but you want to let everybody know in some way I may have a gun on me. For what reason? Who knows, right? But we're gonna put that on your childhood trauma. What is y'all trauma? Because like the one thing I can say when he said people are they 30 but they're 8 years old, that's probably traumatic because a lot of y'all didn't grow up because a lot of y'all childish. And what I mean by that is this: a lot of y'all have anger issues, but your anger issue really is you're just a kid who who got mad when they first started playing video games and it was losing. That's where your temper is. You never grew up out of that because, your family might have crippled you, or you just like I said, you stupid in the mug. Because people, I pop off. Like I was out today. I went to pick up some food or whatever, and it was a young man behind the counter, young lady, young man. And she her attitude was sassy than the mug, but the guy behind the register was trying to holler, so she just being extra. And in my mind, I'm thinking to myself like, it don't take all that to pick up no dang on food, man. It don't take all this popping off at the mouth, and he trying to hit it, so he don't care that she, you know, extra than the mug and disrespectful. And I'm just sitting there like, these are the people who say they've been traumatized, and you got to start asking now what kind of trauma, because we got to ask these questions because everybody's childhood trauma don't qualify as trauma. Some of y'all just spoiled. Some of y'all just y'all liars. Y'all made up a story for the public or for your friends to excuse you being stupid and making dumb decisions with your life because you're reckless, but you smart enough to lie and make up an excuse for it because if you told people the truth, they'll tell you you're an idiot because you're retarded. Like you really came from that upbringing and you doing this. You really live like this, but you acting like this. You stupid. You stupid. I don't have no reason to do this, that, and the third. Like, no, man. A lot of y'all don't have trauma like that. A lot of y'all swear to God that it was so rough, but and I've noticed that y'all have no real stories of what happened that was so rough. A lot of y'all didn't get enough attention. That's not childhood trauma. You know, a lot of y'all was hard headed, and then when you got punished for your consequences, that's you qualify that as childhood trauma. That's not childhood trauma. A lot of y'all was bad kids, and you got and people started viewing you as a bad kid, and that's not childhood trauma. Like a lot of this stuff is overrated at this particular point because when you see people's choices nowadays, their choices are reckless. They're not. They don't have a death wish. They just want to do wild stuff. So yeah, it's like, okay, but I want to do wild stuff because I was traumatized. No, like you see people who are overly sexual and they say they had somebody had turned them out as a child. That makes sense, right? When you see a kid that got bullied and beat on and they become a bully, that makes sense. You get what I'm saying? But when you see a kid who just went to school and wanted to fit in, but they don't feel like they was cool enough and now they're out here acting crazy, that don't make sense. So y'all got to check this fake trauma at the door because a lot of y'all just tripping, man. And y'all don't want to tell the world that I'm out of pocket. Yeah, I'm just doing this because really I don't want to grow up. I don't care how old you are. Once you hit the age of adulthood, you're supposed to start thinking like an adult. You're not supposed to be a child mentally, and it's not acceptable. And here's the other thing about even that criminal-minded, criminal aspect, or trying to delve into criminal behavior to cover up your stupidity. Right? Once you jump off the porch into the underworld, you grown. So I don't know. So a lot of y'all playing this game like y'all want to be wild and reckless and killers and criminals, and they all want to act like, but I'm just a child in the head because I was 8, because of my childhood trauma. No, 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 no. That's a life or death business, buddy. You don't get up, but you know what? My mother beat me. And that's why I kicked in those people's doors and tried to rob them. That's why, I tried to kill that guy. That's why I'm out here selling drugs. That's why. No, no, no. People need to start asking people a serious question who want to play this game. What was your grade point average? What kind of grades you got? Because, you know, when you hit an adult age and you still making dumb decisions, and people got to keep informing you that it's a dumb decision, and you want to blame your dumb decision on your past. A lot of y'all parents need to come up in public. Like, we need to see y'all parents, because sometimes you have a messed up parent and people go, oh yeah, that's why they messed up. And then other times you see people, parents, and they family, you be like, hey man, whatever happened to them should happen to them, because they out here they out here being fraud as a mother. You know what I'm saying? Because even people who come from a good family and chose to make bad decisions that have common sense, they'll tell you, hey man, this was my choice. This is what I chose to do. This is what I wanted to do. You're like a lot of y'all act like, the music y'all listen to influence y'all to be, nutcases and crash dummies, but it's not true. But I'm gonna leave it at that. You tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch you on the next one. Peace.
All I ask is when you lay your head on that pillow at night, know I gave you everything I had.